And I think that's been one of the best parts of Nerd Fitness is this Justice League of people from all over the globe with all different talents and superheroes powers, and um, having such a wide group of people come together and support each other has been really, really powerful.
Because you get people that say, like, follow the Joseph Campbell hero's journey, and you're going to go away and find who you are and do all these things. But, you get your family go, don't be silly, go and stay in your job, or your friends go, no, come to the pub, don't go and work out or whatever. And one of the articles you wrote, I can't remember, years ago, it completely changed my life, was that Berserker 20 Seconds of Courage. Like that kind of rage to go and take on the army by yourself, like, just pushing yourself to go outside of that comfort zone. And even now, I still think of it and I always recommend it to people. Do you think that's what we need? Is that initial thing before we start thinking we're going to do this, this, and this? We have to just, like you say in the book, we just need to start basic. You're not going to run a marathon like on the beach, like say Jason Bourne, like sprint on the beach, but you could maybe go for a walk. You could just start small, just take that first step. How do you find people to get over that fear of starting the gym or just becoming healthier in general?
Sure. So that's one of the I think the things that has resonated the most with our community, and to this day it still does. But I learned about back in the days of Viking raids. They had berserkers who would like hype themselves up into like this frenzy, and almost like they had star power in Super Mario Brothers. Like all of a sudden, like they felt invincible, and that allowed them to run headfirst into danger when without that hype or that excitement they would have maybe thought twice about it. And it reminded me of there's a children's book that I read back in I must have been 10 or 11 called Salamandastron. It was written by Brian Jocks, who wrote the Redwall series, and he wrote this series of books, and it's about mice and badgers, and they're like it's almost like Lord of the Rings meets um,
Yeah, it rings a
Fantastic
bell.
Mr. Fox.
Ah,
Um, it's fascinating, brilliantly written children's books. The way that he describes food in these books is unbelievable. But anyways, one of the characters is a badger, and he has this thing called blood wrath. And like when this badger gets hyped up, it's like this badger can lay waste to an army of foxes or vermin that are trying to invade his home. So I find these examples, and then I happen to find myself sitting on a plane, and I'm watching a movie starring Matt Damon called We Bought a Zoo, and in it, he talks about 20 seconds of courage. And it's idea that like you can be scared before and you can be terrified after. But if you
hmm.
can find a way to muster up just 20 seconds of courage, like it can truly be life changing. So I kind of combine these things. You have like the blood wrath from Salamandastron, and you have the berserkers of Viking legend. And then you have 20 seconds of courage from a Matt Damon movie. And realizing that like life can change in 20 seconds. It's you making the decision to sign up for a class that you're afraid to go to. Like once you put pen to paper and sign up, inertia has begun. You've done the step. And after that, it's just doing the next thing or seeing somebody that you want to talk to in a coffee shop or somebody in your classroom that you want to say hi to. Like it can be terrifying, but if you can embrace that alter ego, that alternate version of yourself, just for 20 seconds, like if you can get the ball rolling, if you can kind of put yourself one step beyond being able to turn back, more often than not, you're gonna, like to quote Yamish in the movie Braveheart. Well, we didn't get dressed up for nothing.